Hey, Facebook, Instagram, cool, everyone's live. Awesome. Let's just wait a little bit while some people hop on. Let's just tag some people. Who's that? Hello, Nat Warland. Nat, you inspired me for today because, hey Zoids, Nat, yesterday you said that you were putting on weight. Hi Ada, I miss you, man. Haven't seen you in so long. So I've had a few clients this week that have been telling me that they've put on weight or they're eating well. How come they're not losing weight? Hi Shashi, how are you? Let me give you a wave. And so I thought, why don't I do today's live on busting belly fat and busting body fat, because it is quite simple, and I feel like some people are just complicating it a bit, or maybe doing the wrong thing, or picking up some bad habits that we've got to start to get rid of again. So losing body fat, in particular belly fat, I swear to God, is a lifelong struggle. So hi Donna. So I want to share a few tips with you into how to incorporate losing body fat and belly fat into your training regime. A lot of you already know that you should be eating well and all of that sort of stuff, but in as little as 8 weeks, just 8 weeks, you can really have some drastic results when it comes to busting belly fat and busting body fat. So Shashi wrote, hi Helen, I'm in Singapore. Hello Singapore. That's exciting. Guys, feel free to also pop in any comments, and I'll try to, or questions, answer them as I go, because I've got a whole bunch of notes here as per usual that I need to get through, but I'm also happy to help you. God or me, hello. Hi James, how are you? James, we're talking about busting belly fat and body fat, and I know that you're at the gym every single day doing 500 ab crunches, so this would be a good one for you too. So let's just get straight into it. I was just saying, James, that it can take as little as 8 weeks to really drastically reduce your body fat and your belly fat, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. How exciting. So a little bit of housekeeping. You must be diligent in your effort to eat clean, okay? That's first and foremost, okay? Eat clean. So I don't want to sit here and tell you guys to eat 3 times a day and make sure you have vegetables, protein, a little bit of carbs. Don't snack on junk food, because we all know how to do that, right? Hi Katie, nice of you to join. Hi Lauren, how are you? So I don't want to sit here and give you a nutrition lesson. I don't want to sit here and give you a nutrition lesson, because you all know that most of your plate should be filled with water-rich foods. You should always have a few different colors in your meals, as in fruit and vegetables, a little bit of protein, a little bit of carb. We're not going to get into that today, but you must eat clean and you must eat in a caloric deficit, meaning the amount that you eat should be less than the energy that you expend, so that you lose weight and you have that calorie deficit in your body so that you can't put on weight. There is no other way possible to put on weight. Sleep as well. This is also part of the housekeeping rules. Before I get into how to bust belly fat and body fat, you must sleep 7, 8, 9 hours. If you're not doing that, it's going to be very hard for you to lose belly fat, and it's going to be very hard for you to lose body fat. Sleep is so important, especially that last 7 to 8 hours. That's where we get this awesome hormone release called ghrelin, and if you don't have that, it's going to be 10 times harder to lose belly fat and body fat. So if you're not eating well and you're not sleeping well, the first thing I want you guys to concentrate on is fixing those two up first, because that's going to be pretty much 80 to 90% of your fat loss journey. Be strategic with your strength training. I'm going to show you and teach you exactly what I mean by that. Yes, Ashley, 7 hours of sleep. Donna's like, tell my body that. So I will probably do a live for those people that don't sleep well, maybe next week or the week after, so that I can give you some tools on how to fix any insomnia issues or that sort of stuff. But today is all about busting fat and burning fat. So, as I said, the first thing, nutrition, get that up to scratch. Your sleep, get that up to scratch. And be strategic with strength training. Now, what about cardio? That dreaded C word. What about cardio? Even though strength training can help you build lean muscle, which burns more calories at rest, cardio is essential. I repeat, cardio is essential for that missing piece of the weight loss puzzle. It will really help to bust your belly fat. So those of you that are always telling me, like, look at my belly, this lower part of my belly, or this, that, it's your cardio that you have to step up. So I've been doing an experiment for you, as you've noticed, if you're one of my clients at the gym, where I've upped my cardio game. It's just so I can show you how easy it is to lose weight. So you've probably noticed that I've been shrinking, and that's literally because of my cardio. So I thought I'd be the example for you guys, and a few of you have started incorporating what I've told you to do, and the results are coming. So let me tell the rest of you what to do. Where are we up to? So what I've been doing, just to fill you in on how easy it is, because whole health, my slogan is making healthy easy. It's so easy. What I've been doing is 20 to 30 minutes most days of cardio, and I try to keep it at a moderate pace where I'm a little bit uncomfortable breathing. So if you have a Fitbit, or if you have Ashley's Fitbit, try to keep your heart rate at around the 130 to 140 mark. Build up your heart rate for the first 5 minutes of your cardio, so that you're nice and warm. Do your steady state, and then do your warm down for another 5 minutes. So what I've been doing is about 30 to 20 minutes, maybe 40 minutes if I'm feeling good, most days, or every second day. I then add a HIIT session once a week, which is about 45 minutes, 40 minutes. And then I do like some group classes like Zumba or a MetaFit class. So that's an extra 30 to 60 minutes, maybe an hour and a half each week. So what I've been doing, when you add all of that up together, is I do anywhere from 275 minutes to 350 minutes of cardio a week. And it doesn't seem that long, but all of that cardio accumulates. And if you can get up to that amount, awesome. First, there is no such thing as spot reducing your fat. So if it's your belly fat that you hate, we can't spot reduce. It sucks, because I would love to spot reduce my back fat, or I love to spot reduce my arm fat, but we can't do that. However, my whole body has reduced body fat doing what I'm doing. And those of you that are my clients or at the gym, you've noticed it, because everyone's been commenting, and now I can finally reveal it's because of this Facebook Live that I wanted to do. I just wanted to show you all how easy it is to do it. So when you do lose body fat all over, it's your genes that will determine where you lose it. So unfortunately, we can't fight our genes on where we're going to reduce our fat. However, we will reduce a whole body fat percentage. Cardio is super, super important for fat loss. So if weight loss is your goal, you must up your cardio game, okay? There's no two questions about it. I'm going to show you as well how easy that is very soon. Energy balance as well is key with fat loss. Energy balance means that what you eat is less than what you put out, okay? If you're going to be eating more than the energy that you're putting out, you're going to gain weight. Don't complicate it, okay? If you're not going to exercise, don't put food in your mouth. Or don't put much food in your mouth. Eat whatever you need to, your breakfast, lunch and dinner. But don't snack if you haven't earned it. Do you know what I mean? Make sure that if fat loss and weight loss is your goal, you're being smart with your nutrition. Another way as well with your nutrition is just to move more. So if you want to eat more, you've got to move more. So that way that energy balance is always more energy going out than energy in. Cardio. Now, it's simply a way of increasing your energy output, and it's a great fat loss tool. Hello, Renee. Nice to see you. What else do I have to say? I always try to add in some cardio. So even if I'm waiting for clients and I have 10 minutes, I'll sit there and I'll pedal for a little bit. Now, there's a few different types of cardio, which I'm going to go through today. Ashley wrote, I keep losing signal. We'll watch and reply. No worries, Ash. Jump on the Facebook one if you like. I don't know why you keep losing signal. I hope it's not me. There's 3 different types of cardio. 1, you ready? You can do 3 different types of cardio. The first one is, I find so boring, but some people might find it good. So Donna, the first one will be good for you because you have a very inflamed body. It's low intensity, steady state cardio, LISS, we'll call it LISS. So that's like walking for 30 minutes at a low intensity pace. So this is for people that are injured, people that are very unfit, people that have any conditions that limit them from doing high intensity work, seniors and that sort of a thing. So you can always do low intensity steady state. This is what I do. Ashley wrote, no, it's me. Yes, as long as my reception's cool. I do low intensity when I'm waiting for clients, for example, so that I'm not fully sweaty before they come in. 2, moderate intensity steady state. So this is what I usually do for my cardio. So for those of you that are my clients on Fridays when we do Fire Heart, this is the first part of the Fire Heart session. It's moderate intensity steady state, MISS, miss. So it's where you sort of feel uncomfortable breathing. It's sort of like going for a 5K run. You know, when your heart rate's high and you can't really breathe properly because you're expending so much energy. That's what moderate intensity steady state is. So those of you that come and train with me, I teach you different ways to do that every Friday. So, you know, for that first week for this program, we did a 10-minute run after our warm-up. And on the treadmill, we've been doing cross-trainer work. We've been doing cross-trainer intervals. Hi, Lisa. We've been doing cycling. We've been doing cycling intervals. So I'm teaching you different ways to do the moderate intensity steady state. So there is a method to my madness. So make sure if you don't like just walking slowly, you do your moderate intensity steady state cardio, which gives your heart rate a little bit of a pounding. So it's sitting up above 130 BPM. If you don't know what your heart rate is, just get a Fitbit. You can get cheap ones now. The third type of cardio is high intensity interval training. So those of you that train with me on Fridays, I take all the guesswork out and I make you do it. And that's the second part of our Fire Heart session. So high intensity interval training alternates between short periods of high intensity activity and then periods of low intensity activity, or if you're training with me, it's like 2 big breaths before we start again. So there are 3 types of cardio. Those of you that are on a weight loss journey, you should be incorporating these either every day or every second day. For best results, do all 3. Don't get bored, because this is something that we should continue for the rest of our lives, like brushing our teeth, like brushing our hair, like having a shower. This should be, we'll call it our exercise hygiene. Now, having said all of this, it is important to incorporate strength training into your routine. especially progressive overload. For those of you that train with me on Wednesdays and Saturdays, we do strength training. Again, I take all the guesswork out. I show you what to do. You don't even have to think about it. For those of you that don't train with me, progressive overload means increasing the intensity by either, say, increasing your weight or increasing the length of time or increasing the reps that you're doing with your strength training. Not only does strength training burn calories, but it also keeps your body from adapting. So when your body starts adapting to certain things, that's when we can start getting injuries, and that's when we start getting demotivated, and that's when we fall off the bandwagon. So, for example, if you're on a weight loss journey and you're constantly on the treadmill, which lots of us see people do, so say you're going to the gym all the time and you're just constantly doing the treadmill, your body's going to start adapting to that routine, and you won't see results unless you push yourself harder or faster or for a longer time. So Shashi, why can't I say your name? Shashi. She just wrote, what is the max rate we should be getting to for weight loss, for your heart rate? So it depends on your fitness level, and it depends on a few different things about you. But as an average, I always try to tell people to stay above 130 BPM when we're doing moderate intensity. When we do high intensity cardio, we can get up to 180 with our heart rate. A low intensity state would be quite low, 90 BPM, 100 BPM. So it depends what type of cardio you're going to be doing. Remember, there's 3 types: low intensity, moderate intensity, and high intensity. Do all 3. So Shashi, all 3 would have different heart rates. So where were we? Strength training. Make sure you do strength training. With strength training, you can constantly challenge your body by doing different moves, so different exercises, increasing your weights, as I said, doing more reps, which will yield results, okay? So don't miss that. How many days of strength training should you do? I'll answer that in a second. How much cardio should you do to lose belly fat and body fat? The ultimate question. How much cardio should you do? Does anybody know? Let me wait for some answers. Does anybody know how much cardio we should do? I always tell my clients what the minimum is, which is 90 minutes a week. I always try to force anyone that's in my life to do at least 90 minutes of cardio. But it seems like no one knows how much we should do. And that's probably why you're all watching. So, look, even though nutrition plays the biggest role in weight loss, calories in versus calories out, it's recommended for weight loss and fat loss to be doing 200 to 300 minutes a week of cardio. That's not much, because I just told you what I do, and it all accumulates, okay? So maybe try for 5 days a week or 45-minute cardio workouts or sessions. And remember, the low intensity, moderate intensity, and high intensity all accumulate to that amount. So Ashley, I think it was you asking me the other day, like, is Zumba classified as cardio? And or someone would say, like, is yoga classified, Bikram yoga classified as cardio? So, for example, I do moderate intensity interval training on a cycle bike. So what I do is I'll stand up on the bike, increase the resistance, and power through that for about a minute or 2, and then I'll sit on the bike and I'll sprint. So my heart rate stays moderately high with that sort of training. I do that for about 30 minutes most days or every second day. I then also do a HIIT session each week. That's usually on the Sunday, which is about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And then I also do some group classes, which include things like Zumba or MetaFit, which are also cardio workouts. If I can, I always try to add walks throughout my day, even if it's 5 minutes here or 5 minutes there. Remember, they all accumulate to your 300 minutes. So, aim to do strength training 2 days a week. Okay, for those of you that train with me, I pretty much force you into this routine of how to train yourself perfectly so you don't have to think about it. I make sure that we do our mobility, our strength training, and our cardio training. The reason I have 1 day of cardio training is because I want to make sure that you guys get the high intensity and the moderate intensity in. And also, you should be doing your cardio yourself because it's boring for me to sit there and just watch you, cycle for an hour. The best thing to do with the coach is things like technique work, like what you need to have when you're doing strength training or high intensity work, so I make sure that you guys don't get injured. Hi Ria. Hi Handband Sydney. Nice to see you. We're talking about decreasing belly fat and decreasing body fat. So as well as, I'm just going to do a quick recap, making sure that you're eating clean, making sure that you're sleeping well, and there was something else. What was the third thing? Oh, being strategic with your strength training. You must add in cardio. We just revealed the secret that you should be training cardio at least 200 to 300 minutes a week. The 90 minutes a week is the bare minimum. There's 3 different types of cardio: low intensity, moderate intensity, and high intensity. Make sure you do all 3. If you don't know what they are, I'm going to pop this up on my Facebook on the replay so that you can watch and learn exactly how to bust body fat. How do I know it works? Because it's working on me, and I've been experimenting for you guys since the start of the year, and it's not hard at all. What else do you guys need to do? What type of cardio to do? So list, for me, the low intensity, I find a bit boring. That's something I would do, like if I park my car further away from the shopping center and walk to the shopping center so I can get an extra 5 or 10 minutes of cardio in. That's my list. I just find it boring, but that's just me. Some people might like doing low intensity, and remember, if you are injured or if you're not fit, that's where you've got to start. HIIT training, some people might find that hard. So again, if you're new to training and are new to fitness, HIIT training might be something you should work your way up to so that you don't get injured, because this is a high intensity activity for a certain amount of time with a low intensity rest period, and you keep repeating that process for a certain amount of time. And even my experienced clients find it hard. So HIIT training, make sure that you are fit enough to do that. Make sure that you do that safely. Combine 1 or 2 of the cardio types to make it more interesting. So those of you that train with me on Fridays, I combine 2. I combine the moderate intensity intensity training with the high intensity interval training. So the first part of Fire Hard, we do the moderate on a bike or a treadmill or the cross trainer, and the second part is high intensity interval training, so that again we take the guesswork out. It's that easy. You can always find your own high intensity interval training exercises on YouTube. I've got some on my Instagram page as well, so that you can, just start doing it. Just remember that to lose belly fat, lifestyle habits are still key. So you've got to really dial in on your nutrition. You've got to eat in a healthy caloric deficit. So don't put your body in starvation mode, because that's just going to hold on to the fat, because your body's going to think, uh-oh, I've got to start storing all of this food, okay? So how to eat healthy: you eat 3 meals a day, you have a couple snacks. The snacks are fruits or vegetables or something of nutritional value, okay? Make sure you get enough sleep, okay, 7 to 8 to 9 hours. Otherwise, we're going to be missing that hormone that we really, really need the release of. It's going to be even harder to lose belly fat. Do your cardio days, however many you want to do. So it depends how long you will train your cardio session for. You can do 10 minutes, you can do 20 minutes, you can do 2 lots of 10 minutes. You can do 3 lots of 10 minutes in a day. You can do 60-minute sessions, but try to get 200 to 300 minutes a week. And also make sure you throw in 2 days of strength training so that we can keep building our lean muscle mass. It will also help you with your cardio activity. If you are consistent with all of this, mark my words, in 8 weeks you will see a reduction of body fat and belly fat, guaranteed. It is that simple. Whole health, making healthy easy. So I hope that has cleared up how to burn your belly fat and how to bust your body fat percentage. If you have any questions, pop them up now. How did I go for time? Yes, got 4 minutes left. Whenever I do these lives, I always make sure, I try to make sure that I get out all the information that I need to, so that you guys can get as much education as you can, because sometimes you get a little bit down when you're trying so hard and you're not reaching your results. But I hope, my weekly lives are giving you insight into how to deal and how to just to give you the tools, I suppose, to be able to live your best life. Because remember, health is the most important aspect of your life. Without it, all of your dreams and your goals, nothing is worth it if your health is not up to scratch. So one of the most important things is to make sure that we're not overweight, and one way to do that is by adding in our cardio, which is what inspired my Facebook live today, because a few of my clients the last few weeks have been saying that they've put on weight. Now Christmas has come past and New Year has come past, people have been on holidays, and sometimes people just they lose the motivation for their health goals. I used to do that all the time, and it just sort of changed in the last few years because I was just sick of it. I was sick of yo-yoing, and I was just over it. I just wanted to be like healthy all the time. And once I found a system that helped me, because honestly, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And once I found this system after doing lots of research and experiments on myself, I realized how bloody simple it is. Any questions, guys? I'm gonna hop off the live soon. Thank you for tuning in. Looks like there's no comments. So, are you gonna go do your cardio today? Have you done it already? Even if you do 10 minutes, make sure you do something, okay? It's very good for your heart health as well. It's good for your lung health as well. But I don't know. I think you can all agree with me when I say that we just hate belly fat. Belly fat. So I'm going to keep up with this cardio work as well, because I want to get a little bit further down in body fat percentage. Donna wrote, how do you fix sleep? Donna, I'll do another live on sleep, because it's a big thing. But cardio obviously will help you, because you'll expend energy and it will help you sleep. So if you're one of those people that doesn't do much activity and you're at home a lot, your sleep's going to be affected. If you're one of those people that isn't eating right, your sleep's going to be affected. If you're one of those people that's eating, close to your bedtime, as in within 3 hours of going to bed, it's going to affect your sleep. If you're one of those people that uses your phone before bed, an hour or two before bed, or watches TV or has lots of lights on, your sleep's going to be affected. So there's a lot of factors with sleep, but I'll do a live on that if you guys are all interested in how to sleep better and your sleep quality, because remember, that is one of the key things for fat loss. Okay, you must be sleeping between 7 to 9 hours. You must. Otherwise, it's going to make the fat loss journey a lot harder. Now, if you have a new baby, it's very hard to get in that sleep. So we've got to make sure that our nutrition is right. Okay, but I didn't want to sit here and talk about nutrition because we all know how to eat. Half the plate of veggies, a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbohydrate, 3 times a day. Make sure you're eating lots of fruit and vegetables. If you don't like doing that, make your smoothies. Don't make excuses anymore, okay? And always change up your cardio, okay? So, you know, I change it up all the time for my clients, and sometimes there's clients that are like, I hate cycling, or I hate running, or I hate the cross trainer. I say broaden your horizons and always try to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that's what's going to make you succeed in life. I'm not going to start a succeeding talk now, because I can talk about that for hours. But remember, if you are consistent with your cardio and your eating and your sleeping, you will lose your belly fat. Start this week, 200 to 300 minutes of cardio this week, okay? You can add up what you've done so far and fill in the rest. Bye.